Hi guys, my name is Sridhar, and over the last 10 years, I've come across numerous cricketers who I have trained, whom I have worked with, and shared countless memories. In this special cricket.com series called Player in Focus, I talk about all those players that you want to know about, things perhaps you haven't heard before, some inside stuff. What a talent. Firstly, I met him way back in 2011 when I did a camp for Baroda juniors way back in 2011. That was my first encounter with Hardik and Krunal. Hardik, even at that time, was a fabulous athlete. Wiry, lean, but he could swiftly run, and he had a great arm action. So that was the first time I met the Pandya brothers, and I had a good conversation with them at that time. And so when he landed, I think for the T20 series in Australia, he came and told me, Sridhar sir, you're the only guy whom I know in this support staff. He didn't know anyone else. Everyone else we knew, but obviously he had by then played for Mumbai Indians and done exceedingly well. So he's had a experience of top-notch cricket. So he just seamlessly fitted in. He brought in a energy which actually spread in the team room. I mean, we always saw him as an absolute out and out match winner as far as Indian team was concerned. Ravi always saw his potential even before he made his debut for India. He was like, he's the boy who will win us test matches abroad. He knew that Hardik was the one missing link for us to win test matches abroad, being an all-rounder who could crank up 140 plus. So Ravi we all knew what Hardik could bring to the team. And in terms of test match, forget about T20. And straight away, Hardik started learning his lessons from Mahi, Rohit, and of course Virat. He started learning from them, and he was all ears when they were talking, and he started implementing them. We all knew what he could bring to the table. I mean, what an all-rounder. I remember his debut game, he got man of the match with the ball against New Zealand. His ODI debut was at Dharamshala. I think he got a 4-4. He got a 4-4, if I'm not mistaken. Then he showed his potential straight away in that game, and we knew what Hardik could do. He was great energy. He was fun around. His strength was he played it like a game. He played cricket because he loved the sport. And even when he was playing for the country, he played it because he loved the sport. So that was his strength. He absolutely enjoyed playing cricket, batting, bowling, fielding. That was it. So we didn't see any perceived weakness. All we want to do is keep him nice and fit. Process of improvement keeps happening irrespective of how good you are. So that is what it was. I think the best way to nurture Hardik, what I saw clearly pan out in front of my eyes, MS and Ravi put him into situations where he would learn on the field, not just in practice.
For
Promote him in
example,
batting, promote him in a match against Australia in Indore. They promoted him up the order to batting at 3 or number 4 or 5, I remember. So giving him bowling, I remember that Bangladesh game in World Cup, Dhoni gave him the ball when the World Cup was at stake. So I think a massive hand of Ravi and Dhoni to give Hardik the confidence which he has today. They put him into situations where he would learn on the job and where he would evolve as a much mature cricketer. So a lot of credit to those two gentlemen for seeing what they saw in Hardik and putting him in situations where he came out every time he came out with flying colours. He knew what he could do. He knew that potential he had could be converted into performance. So that gave him a lot of confidence. The way he bowled there and the way he held his nerve in that last ball, the way he was able to execute what Mahi probably had discussed with him. So that would have given him a lot of confidence. and and you see the Hardik is today is all those experiences have made him what he is today. He felt that he could have won us that game. He felt that he would have won us that day. The way he was batting, he was in the zone, as they call. As all sportsmen would wanted to be in that zone every time they go out on the park. He was in the zone, and he thought that him and Jadeja could have won us that game. Unfortunately, not to be. But again, that put Hardik on the world map, isn't it? I think, look, we cannot really say, I'm not qualified to say why injuries play game or what reason. I'm not a sports science specialist, I'm just a qualified coach. So, with a lot of athletes, the workload monitoring is very important. I remember the day he broke down in the Asia Cup, last edition of the Asia Cup, in a game at the Dubai Stadium on a very, very hot afternoon. That Asia Cup was a 50 over Asia Cup. I remember very well. Yeah, he broke down and I mean, it can happen to any cricketer. It could be probably leading up. He had played the India versus England Test series. Prior to that, he had played 4 Test matches, if I'm not mistaken, out of the five. Obviously, it had taken a toll on his body, and then he broke down in the Asia Cup. Luckily, we were able to get him ready for the World Cup. And after that, Hardik Pandya is gold dust, isn't he? You got to take care of him. And and then the science team kicked in, and they've done everything we could do through BCCI's various programs, through the support he got from his franchisee, and he's someone who went searching for best physio, best trainers who could help him. Even when he was not with the Indian team, he had him at his disposal in Mumbai. He worked very hard, and full credit to him for being where he is now. Pick and choose matches, work on his bowling action a little bit, and keep him nice and strong with a good strength and conditioning program, good rehab. So literally, our physios and trainers were with him throughout to ensure that he comes back in good shape. And yeah, I mean, yeah, we supported him the best we could, and we are glad where Hardik is there today. I think it's made him stronger. Like they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So this whole back injury saga only made him mentally stronger, not physically. I mean, mentally he got much better. He understood his game better. He understood his body better. He understood that he has to pick and choose matches better. And in the meanwhile, he lost his father, and then he got married. He was blessed with a son. All those what happened in his personal life also changed him a lot. Um, it gave him a perspective of life, which was evident in his cricket. So he's got a very supporting family now. He revels in his family's presence. They're always with him. He's got a cute son in Agastya. Then he's got a very supportive brother in Krunal, and his wife. I mean, she's played a part, I'm sure, and he's in great space. His family is taking care of him. He takes care of his family, and the whole back injury and everything. I think the whole whatever happened to him the last 3 years has made him the man he is today. He's learned a lot. He's matured. He's mellowed. He's become more responsible as a person, and that's reflecting in his game. And I wish him all the very best from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, he's a leader. He always comes up with points. He always, sometimes agrees. He doesn't agree all the time with what's the tactical. He comes and makes sure that he tells his point of view. He's got a strong opinion. That's why he's a leader, and he understands the game well. Actually, he reads the game well. So he comes out with what he has in mind, and he doesn't hold back. So he wants the team to do well. He wants India to win a World Cup. Trust me, He is dying for it. And I'm waiting for October, November. It's not in my hands, not in Hardik's hands. So, he's capable, surely. There's no doubt about it. He's surely capable. He's already shown it, not only in the IPL, but also with the Indian team. He did it in West Indies, I'm guessing. He did it before that. I am in some other game. So, he's shown what he's capable of. So, bring it on. I would be very, very, very wary about it. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't know what Hardik is thinking. So, Hardik, if you're listening to this, I'm only saying my opinion. Don't judge it. Don't judge me, please. Okay. I think Hardik will pick his formats very, very wisely, and I don't see him playing red ball cricket very soon in the near future. One more, flamboyant, fun.